aromatic incense, holy fires, temple bells, savoury delight, fun time with family and friends, all the love and bonding. Each element an inseparable part of festivals. A boon in life. There is, however, one festival that, in addition to all these elements, also exhibits an extra tinge of obscenity. The obscenity being mentioned is not related to nudity, but rather an extensive use of the lowest levels of lewd language, sexual innuendos, and to teasing womenfolk. According to regular religious standards, this festival would be considered vile and even sacrilegious. The said festival, however, is deeply entrenched in religion and culture. It originates from Lord Krishna's battle with demons, signifying the victory of good over evil. But where does the use of profanities fit into the battle against evil? Above all, the villagers, including the womenfolk, feel more humoured than offended by the teasing. It is an old ritual to them. The inhabitants of this pristine valley in India's Himalayan state of Himachal Pradesh have elaborate explanations for this weird ritual.
बड़ी प्राचीन संस्कृति है यहाँ की और कई सदियों से चला आ रहा है। इसमें बुजुर्ग जो बताते हैं हमारे कि जब भगवान श्री कृष्ण जी असुरी शक्तियाँ हैं उनको दूर करने के लिए इस प्रकार की जो अश्लील गालियाँ जो शुरू कर रखी थी।
Yes, we are talking about the Faguli festival, celebrated in Himachal Pradesh in North India. It is celebrated every year in honor of Lord Vishnu, known here as Lakshmi Narayan. It is held during the Hindu calendar month of Fagun, hence the name Faguli. The main ceremonies are held at two villages, Tandigaon and Bhallagaon, during alternate years. This year, Bhallagaon was the prime venue. Faguli commences with the reopening of the Narayan temple situated at Bhallagaon. This temple had stayed closed in the preceding month of Magh. Early morning on the first day of Fagun, the idol of Lord Narayan is wrapped up and decorated by the priests. A huge procession then climbs up the slopes towards Latora Mandir, the Lord born in a palanquin. At Latora Mandir, a goat is sacrificed to goddess Kali, the deity of the temple. Then follows a sprinkling of water on the sharodis. Sharodis are coats or gown-like costumes made of grass. These are to be worn by 15 to 20 men who will be dancing during Faguli. These garments are not the only interesting part of the dancers' costumes. The men also hold wooden masks called Madiyala and carved stumps called dadus. Unlike the sharodis, which are woven afresh each year, the Madiyalas and the dadus are preserved for years. After the sacrifice, the procession returns to the Narayan Mandir. There, a basket is filled with flowers and adorned with clothes. The beat personifies Lord Narayan. Preparations for the beat are made 6 months prior to the actual festival. A particular species of grass or flower, locally known as boon, is collected as instructed by the head priest. On the day of the first new moon of the month of Bhado, the beat is worshipped. For 3 whole days, the first, the second and the third day of Fagun, the men garbed in sharodis and armed with dadus and madiyalas dance along the slopes of the mountains. As they dance, they chant and sing obscene profanities, warding off evil and chasing away diseases and ill health from their villages.
क्योंकि जो देवता है लक्ष्मी नारायण जी, वो तो हर घर में जा नहीं सकते हैं, ना जाते हैं। परंपरा के अनुसार ये जो लकड़ी के बने मुखौटे हैं, इनको पहन के सभी घरों में जाते हैं और देवते का बतौर आशीर्वाद उसको दे देते हैं। तकरीबन हमने 3 दिन में 7 या 8 गांव हमने कवर कर रखे हैं। इस उत्सव का तो अपना ही जोश है, कुदरती ऐसा जोश भर जाता है कि 3 दिन बीत जाते हैं लेकिन पता ही नहीं चलता।
procession halts at a random village en route each night. On the second day at Tandi, people assemble in a big field where dancing commences for the day. After the dance, the priest gives instructions as to what needs to be done during the day. The villagers of Tandi then hide a holy stone somewhere in a field. The dancers have to search for this stone. Afterwards, dancing commences for an hour. Meanwhile, on the other side of the village, some men are busy dressing up in weird costumes. They wear fake penises outside their clothing. Some dress up as women. They either mask or cover up their faces entirely. Given the amount of obscene profanities and lewd comments they are going to pass, it is a necessity to hide their identity. This will save them from embarrassment after the festival is over. Rituals are a necessity, but where do over 400 people eat or stay during these 3 days? The solution is easy. The host villages organize bhandaras or mass lunches. They also have an easy solution for dinner.
हमारे कल्चर होता है, मान लो कि हम तांदी से आते हैं, बुआ से आते हैं, फिर हम पहुँचते भले गाँव में, फिर हम 5-7 आदमी जाएंगे एक ही घर। उसका हम ऐसे लकड़ इकट्ठे करके देते हैं, लकड़ इकट्ठे करके देते, 10 लकड़ देते, 5 लकड़ देते हैं। जब कोई पुजारी होता है, कोई कारदार होता है, वो उसको बांटता है। बांटने को बोलते पगल बांटना है। पगल बांटना है कि भाई फलाने घर में, चलो भाई टेक्सिंग के घर में जाएगा, कि भाई ये जाएगा सन्नू के घर में, ये जाएगा चुड़ू के घर में, ये जाएगा जसवंत के घर में, ये जाएगा कि मेरे सिंह घर में जाएगा। वैसे वैसे अपनी मर्जी से नहीं जाते हैं।
चलो भाई किस हालत में भाई
घी खिलाते हैं, दाल खिलाते हैं, चावल खिलाते हैं, रोटी खिलाते हैं, सब्जी बनाते हैं। उसके खुशी से जो मतलब उसको खाना पीना खुशी से उसका मन खुश है।
Over and above this, the men participating in the procession receive large amounts of walnuts from the villagers.
उनकी एक इतनी आस्था है तो भाई उनको खुश करना है। उनको जैसे कि भोग उसे कहते हैं, कोई भोग देना है। जब आता है खुशी आती है, वो कुछ शब्द कहते हैं। जब शब्द कहते कहते वो अखरोट फेंक देते हैं, अखरोट फेंक देते फिर चलते रहते, फिर चलते रहते, आगे के चलते रहते।
On the concluding day, the Narayan Puja is held at Latora Mandir at Bhallagaon. The costumes of the dancers are more colourful on this day. Under the sharoris, dancers wear beautiful woolen shawls. They also wear ornate headgear decorated with flowers and dance around the temple and the field. The festival ends with the beat being thrown towards a waiting crowd of over 100 men. These men fight and struggle to catch the beat. The lucky man who succeeds in catching it will host a banquet big enough to feed all the villagers as well as any visitors.
भीड़ काफ़ी थी तो क्या देवते ने आना था तो वो तो वहीं जाते हैं जहाँ पर उन्हें जाना होता है। ऐसा थकावट तो होगी तो उसका साइज देख कर तो थकावट तो होगी। तो पहले जोश होता है थोड़ा, बस थोड़ी देर थकावट होती है, बाद में हो जाता है सब कुछ खत्म। बस इकट्ठे करें सामान लाएंगे और फिर देवता को वो छड़ भी लेकर जाएंगे, घर को जाएंगे, फिर उस घर में प्रीति भोज कराएंगे। देवता खुश होने चाहिए, बस खर्चा निकल जाता है, बस आशीर्वाद होना चाहिए देवता का, खर्चा कुछ नहीं होता इसमें।